Hello and welcome to Asan Hai Education. In this video, we will discuss about criminalization of politics and how criminalization of politics is a threat to the basic structure of the constitution. So let's discuss in this video how criminalization of politics is posing a threat to basic structure of the constitution. As you can see, growing criminalization of polity is a threat to the basic structure of the constitution discussed. So we have to discuss how criminalization of politics is a threat to the basic structure of the constitution. Now we will see what should be our approach to answer this question. In introduction, we can give the definition of criminalization of politics, what is criminalization of politics and what is basic structure of the constitution, and we can also present the data describing the above phenomena. So here we can quote the data from ADR, Association for Democratic Reforms, and we can also give the reasons for the criminalization of politics and its impact on society. What are the main reasons why criminalization of politics, why criminals and candidate with criminal background are allowed to contest elections, and what is its impact on the society. We can also describe how it is a threat to the basic structure of the constitution, and we can also describe how the Supreme Court is taking actions against criminalization of politics to remove the criminals from the political parties, and accordingly we will give conclusion and way forward. So let's discuss. See, in introduction we have to give some fact. See, according to Association for Democratic Reforms ADR, 43% of winners of Lok Sabha in 2019 have criminal cases against them, an increase from 34% in 2014. So according to ADR, what is Association for Democratic Reform? It is an NGO which comes up with the electoral reform surveys. So according to Association for Democratic Reform ADR, 43% of winners of Lok Sabha in 2019 have criminal cases against them, an increase from 34% in 2014. So in 2014, 34% of the winners were having criminal cases against them, but it is an increase of 9%, that 43% of winners of Lok Sabha in 2019 have criminal cases against them. Now we have to define what is the basic structure of the constitution. The basic structure and doctrine was first given by the Supreme Court in the Keswanand Bharti case versus State of Kerala in 1973, where the Supreme Court held that the basic structure of the constitution cannot be abrogated even by a constitutional amendment act. So what is basic structure of the constitution? Basic structure of the constitution is that provision of the constitution that cannot be even taken away by the constitutional amendment act done by the parliament. So parliament cannot abridge the basic structures given in the constitution. So how it is a threat to basic structure of the constitution? See, socio-economic justice and effective access to justice have been considered to be the part of basic structure of the constitution. Socio-economic justice and effective access to justice have been considered to be the part of basic structure of the constitution. Lawmakers with criminal background and corruption can therefore be a threat to the basic structure. Why? Because socio-economic justice and effective access to justice. If lawbreakers are becoming the lawmakers, they will not allow to have an effective access to justice, and they will also affect our socio-economic justice. So when the criminal background politicians are going to Lok Sabha, it will be a threat to basic structure of the constitution. Now we will discuss what should be right in the body. See, what is the impact of criminalization? Lawbreakers become the lawmaker. The persons who break the law as they have criminal background, if they become the lawmaker, which undermines the credibility of the parliament. If the lawmakers are lawbreakers, or vice versa, we can say if the lawbreakers become the lawmakers, it undermines the credibility of the parliament and loss of public faith in the judicial machinery. And public also loses faith in the judicial machinery because lawbreakers are becoming lawmakers. Okay. And according to Padman Bhaiya committee, criminalization of politics is the main reason behind both politicization and criminalization of police. You can see after effect of criminalization of politics also leads to politicization and criminalization of police, because if criminals himself or herself are becoming the members of parliament, how they will allow the police to function effectively if the criminals itself, lawbreakers itself, are sitting at lawmaking position. So this criminalization of politics is the main reason behind politicization and criminalization of police. in Public Interest Foundation and others versus Union of India, in Public Interest Foundation and others versus Union of India, the petitioner held that the criminalization of politics is a threat to the basic structure of the Constitution. A case was filed in the Public Interest Foundation and others versus Union of India, and the petitioner held in this case that the criminalization of politics is a basic structure of the Constitution. That criminalization of politics is a threat to basic structure of the Constitution. Why? Because it is against the supremacy of the Constitution, as the Constitution never aimed that lawbreaker becomes the lawmaker. Okay, so it is against the supremacy of the Constitution, because Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and Constitution never admired that lawbreakers should become the lawmakers. Okay, and it is also against the secular character of the Constitution, as criminals often use communal statements to garner vote. Okay, so in this case, Public Interest Foundation and others versus Union of India, the petitioner held that criminalization of politics is a threat to the basic structure of the Constitution. How? Because it is against the supremacy of the Constitution, as Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and Constitution never admired or aimed that lawbreaker must become the lawmaker. Lawbreaker should never become the lawmaker. So it violates the supremacy of the Constitution, and it is also against the secular character of the Constitution, as the criminals often use, because they use communal speeches to garner votes of their community. So these criminal background candidate use. Okay, sorry for delay. So these criminal background candidate also use communal statements to garner vote. Okay, so now let us see some of the main reasons as well. Criminalization is also against the principle of rule of law, because rule of law will not be followed if the lawbreakers are becoming lawmakers. And it is also against the unity and integrity of India, as criminals often use divisive politics to win the election. So if the criminal background candidates are painted by the political parties, it is also against the unity and integrity of India, because the criminals often use divisive politics, divide and rule politics to win the election. So it is also against the unity and integrity of India. And it is also against the principle of individual freedom, because individual freedom will not be provided, because these criminal background people, if become powerful, they will not allow individuals to move freely if they are having enmity with someone. And it is also against the principle of free and fair elections, and free and fair election is a part of basic structure of the Constitution, because when candidate with criminal background are standing in elections, it is also against the free and fair elections, and we know that free and fair election is also a part of basic structure of the Constitution. Now let us see what judiciary has taken actions against the criminalization of politics. Supreme Court proposed to make political parties accountable for criminalizing politics by inviting criminals on a party ticket. So Supreme Court proposed to make political parties accountable. So Supreme Court has asked to make political parties accountable if they are giving tickets to criminals. It would direct Election Commission to insist that parties get new member to declare criminal cases against him or her. So the Election Commission has asked these political parties, and Supreme Court has also asked that these political parties should disclose all the criminal cases pending before a candidate, and it must make that information public on its political party's website, and Election Commission should also be given the information about the candidate's background, that which criminal cases are pending against them, so that a voter gets informed choice to choose whether they are electing a criminal background person or a clean background person. And it also publishes so the whole country may know about it. Okay, so the persons who are contesting elections, they must disclose their whole criminal background and their cases pending before them, so that the public gets the whole information about it and they are able to make an informed choice. And Election Commission can deregister party if not adhered. So if the political parties are not sticking to the demand that all the criminal precedent, that is all the criminal background cases are published on its official website and they are not provided adequately to the election commission can deregister a political party as well. And parties should also incorporate a clause in membership from requiring member to file an affidavit disclosing criminal activities. So criminal activities should also be disclosed by the members who are contesting elections on a particular political party's ticket. And Supreme Court has also accepted the center's request to set up 12 fast track courts to prosecute criminal cases pending against MPs and MLAs within 1 year. Okay. So this step is also taken by the judiciary. Supreme Court has also accepted the center's demand that 12 fast track courts should be set up to hear the cases pending against MPs and MLAs within 1 year, so that these lawbreakers should be put outside the domain of lawmakers. Okay. So let us see what is the way forward on criminalization of politics. Public awareness is needed. They need to choose their leaders carefully, because when public becomes aware, they will be able to know that whether they are choosing a person with criminal background or with clean background. So public awareness is needed and they should choose their leaders wisely. Joint support of political parties is needed. Rapid criminalization of politics cannot be arrested by merely disqualifying tainted legislature, but should begin by cleansing the political parties. Only the mere disqualifying the candidates with criminal background will not help. It should start with cleaning the political party itself, because the political parties should not give ticket to the candidate who are having criminal background, because it violates the free and fair election of the constitution and it also violates the basic structure of the constitution. And we know that basic structure of the constitution is the spirit of our constitution. Basic structure of the constitution is the soul of Indian constitution, and it is important to ensure that any threat to it is dealt with immediately. And if there exists any threat to this basic structure of the constitution, it has to be dealt immediately. And as we know that when we pent any candidate with criminal background to fight elections, it is against the basic structure of the constitution, because free and fair election is also a part of Indian constitution. So in this video, what we have discussed how criminalization of politics is a threat to the basic structure of the constitution, and we have also seen an important fact that according to Association for Democratic Reforms, at least 43% of candidates who are in 2019's Lok Sabha, they are having criminal background cases against them. And in 2014, it was just 34%. So there is an increase of 9% from 2014. So it shows that how criminalization of politics is increasing day by day, and how is it posing a threat to the basic structure of the constitution, and how we can resolve this criminalization of politics. Public awareness is needed, and political parties should start cleaning the candidates at their ticketing level itself, and anything which poses a threat to the basic structure of the constitution must be immediately dealt with. Okay, this was an analysis of criminalization of politics. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.